2025 Acura ADX, what we know so far. Acura was a late joiner to the EV game, and the automaker's plan wasn't to crank out hybrids while transitioning to fully electric cars. Instead, it wanted to leapfrog straight to EVs. Realizing it can't do it all by itself, Acura enlisted the help of GM, and the first fruit of the collaboration is the 2024 Acura ZDX, a midsize premium performance SUV. Initially, when we uncovered that Acura had filed a trademark for the name ADX, we assumed this would be the next step in the brand's EV strategy, but we have since learned that this isn't the case. Revealed on the same day as the 2025 Acura MDX, the ADX is said to share mechanical bits with the Integra, meaning its 200 horsepower 1.5-liter turbo engine will do duty, while quite likely being based on the Honda HR-V. Here's everything we know about the brand's upcoming crossover. When is the 2025 Acura ADX coming out? There's no official release date for the 2025 Acura ADX, but the automaker says it will debut in early 2025. Production models may go on sale later in that year. What's the price of the 2025 Acura ADX? The only information we have on the price of the 2025 Acura ADX is that it's supposed to be the most reasonable crossover in the lineup, given that it will be a gateway into the lineup. Acura says the 2025 ADX will sit alongside the Integra, which should see it come in below the RDX in terms of MSRP. The Acura RDX is currently priced at around $44,350 for the entry-level model and tops out at around $55,000. So we'd expect the ADX to start somewhere in the mid-$30K range. This also aligns with the expectation that the ADX will be a more premium version of the HR-V, which currently costs under $30,000. New Acura ADX exterior and colors. Since we'd initially assumed the ADX would arrive alongside the ZDX, it was assumed it would mimic those styling cues, but with what we know now, that seems less likely. We thus don't have much to go on when it comes to the exterior styling for the Acura ADX. We expect the brand to come up with typically sharp-edged and sporty Acura styling. Since the intention is to attract youthful buyers, we're excited to see how the automaker reinterprets the bold grille, athletic yet solid haunches, and sense of gravity on an entry-level crossover. Since we don't even have proper speculative renders or any teasers whatsoever even from Acura itself, the finer styling details will remain a secret for now, along with the palette of colors buyers will be able to dress their Acura ADX in. Acura ADX estimated dimensions. Given the ADX will be the new entry-level Acura crossover, it'll be smaller than the other sports utility vehicles in the lineup. We expect the Acura ADX to have similar dimensions to the Honda HR-V, and slightly smaller measurements than the RDX. The HR-V measures 179.8 inches in length over a 104.5-inch wheelbase. It stands 63.4 inches tall and is 72.4 inches wide. Its curb weight ranges from 3,159 pounds to 3,333 pounds, and we expect similar figures for the ADX. Acura ADX engine and performance. The Acura ADX is not going to be an EV, and the automaker has said it will be a turbocharged crossover sharing mechanicals with the Integra. The engine in the 2025 Acura MDX is likely to be the same 1.5-liter turbo 4 engine that does duty across the Integra lineup, making 200 horsepower and 192 lb-ft. Acura's super handling all-wheel drive is likely to be standard, but it'll be interesting to see if a cheaper FWD option will be available, as on the Honda. A CVT transmission is likely to do duty here as well. Gas mileage. There's not much to go on, but the fuel economy of the ADX will likely be similar to the Integra's, although it'll be a heavier vehicle by a few hundred pounds. The Integra earns 30/37/33 mpg with the 1.5-liter engine and continuously variable transmission. The ADX should come in just under that, which will still be an improvement over the 26/22/28 mpg that the Honda HR-V manages in FWD guise. Acura ADX interior and cargo. With not so much as a spy shot, teaser, or any official admission from the manufacturer to go on, we have nothing firm in terms of what the interior or trunk space of the Acura ADX will be like. We don't have an inkling of the interior colors or materials to be used inside the Acura ADX, but it's likely to mirror the Integra's options closely. That means leatherette at the bottom end of the range and micro suede higher up. Acura is likely to retain its own infotainment systems. This will likely mean a touchscreen that can also be controlled via a touchpad and plenty of tech on offer, including full smartphone integration, Wi-Fi capability, a powerful L Studio 3D audio system, and the latest Acura Watch driver assists. The system has proven a bit of a challenge to master in the past, so we're hoping that Acura will continue to refine and simplify it.